Hello again from Budva, Montenegro, European Youth Chess Championship 2025. My name is Lena Govedarica, Women International Master from Serbia, and I'm here to make these games even more interesting for you and make this game maybe even more instructful for you. I choose some of the positions from the girls sections. I want to finish the girls section, so I choose 14, 16, and 18 section, as well as 12, to show a little bit how girls are actually playing amazing chess, very attractive chess, and still yet very mature strategic chess. So I will jump on it right now, and let's see the first thing. So this is girls under 12, and this is a match between Alina Donets and Alexandra Peklivanova from Bulgaria. On the other side, Alexandra is a stronger player regarding the rating, 1846 against Alina Donets from Austria, 7064, but still they're very close, and we can see that in this position already white has really huge advantage. And what happened here and why is this interesting for me is to explain you how black can actually checkmate himself or themselves. And even though you think that position is equal in material, that you can do something, there is no such a thing that you can defend yourself. First of all, before every single evaluation and analyzing of the position, I do evaluation of the chess position, which is just counting material stuff. Okay, we have both 2, 4, 6, 7 pawns on both sides, 2 minor pieces, 2 major pieces, so everything looks pretty equal on the material side. But when we think deeper, we see a bishop pair, and we know how dangerous is this bishop on b3, and as well we know how dangerous can be this bishop on d2. So when we think just a little bit more deep in strategical thinking, not just a material one, we can see that the position is very tough for Alexandra. Even though she tried to defend, she didn't manage it. And I started from this position just to show that Alexandra already felt like this is a Zugzwang, and Zugzwang is the position when your opponent has a zero smart move to play, and that's why Alexandra chose a5. Why this a5 is such a bad move? Because everything is burning on the king side, and I decide to play a5 instead of at least try to block the most dangerous diagonal of bishop, which will be a decisive one we will see in a few secs. So a5 as a question mark, and then rook to e4. This is for me an exclamation point move for the girl under 12, because this is something what I call for my students trampoline. So the rook is jumping from side to side very quickly with a lot of threats like checkmates, and where black feels really uncomfortable. Queen is not good defender, unfortunately. We do not need to sacrifice our queen. We don't like that. We love like minor pieces and small pieces to hold the position, not the biggest one, and everything ends up to be about this queen at this moment. Then after a rook e4, what could be possible move? g6. Okay, one possible move, but we know very good that this is a very strong diagonal, and this queen g6 is coming very quickly, and this is literally a checkmate in 2 moves. Queen to g7 is the one and only move, because this will be checkmate in 2 moves, as I told. Queen to h6 must be played, and then rook to h6. But after queen g7, there is one amazing blower by Alina Donets, an amazing attack. Bishop to f7 is like the best move in this position, but we can saw that opponent resign. But why? Because Alina Donets prepared a bishop f7 move, and then what is possibility to play king f8, one possibility, and then this amazing move came as the queen is really trapped here and the whole position is falling apart completely. And then the other move would be king to h8, and then amazing rook, who jumped a little bit before from e4 to h4 gave a checkmate. So this is amazing move. So what we can just tell, it's what to play except g6, let's say some kind of c4, that is something, but there is then rook h4, and again there is amazing checkmates on this very, very weak king. So even though, guys, you think that we are equal in material, we know that there is something behind, and there is the logic behind every single piece, as I love to say, and there is a lot of threats. This is a very, very typical checkmate right here, where his king has no heir to breed, and there is no way to defend from this kind of checkmate. So there is no way to go back. Congratulations for Alina Donets for this amazing win. What this brought to Alina Donets? Actually, let's type her name so we can find her right here. So this win brought her a 4.5 points. This is really nice little statistic analyze of her, and at the current state she holds 24th position right here, where the first spot is under the Turkish flag, Kaygun Melis Duru, and the rest you can see really clearly from this line. Let's jump to the next game. Just for a quick review, I chose really good game against the Greek player Evangelia Sisko and then Sofia Sova, girls under 14. Why did I choose this position? Because this is something that happens in chess. So you're completely winning. You have completely winning position by black. You're feeling pretty happy with this. You need to win. You will have 5 out of 7. And this is something that needs to be done, and then you made just one mistake, rook to b2, and all of a sudden white is completely winning. So in just one move, everything is changed. So unfortunately, Sofia Sova didn't manage to win this game, because this is one and only defensive move, bishop to e8. This was the right move. Why? Because we are opening the second here. This is the 7th rank to defense, and there is no trick such a rook h8 and then queen come to h7, then to f7, like in the position. Why? Just to explain a bit more. Rook to b2 take. What happened is rook h8, and then if the bishop takes rook, queen came to h7, and then queen came to f7. This is something when you just finish your game and actually start crying, because you know that you were better, you know that you had a position in your hands for a long time, and then you just made a one teeny tiny mistake, and you're all set and all done. This is why we all need to think a little bit more about how to defend. So our king is also in danger here, and we have to think about it. We have to figure out how to completely cover the lines in order to defend. So now, if let's say opponent plays something like this, now it's absolutely time to attack and to have counter-attack and to have some kind of check. If king b1, then we have rook b2 check. Why is this important? Because if white just lose queen, even though for 2 rooks, doesn't matter, even though I don't have this check, just my king on g8 will feel safe. But now is forced queen to b2, rook to b2 is the best move, king to b2, and then queen d2 check, and everything is falling apart right there. Why? Because the piece is hanging. Now, why I told like a second ago that queen is really important here for white. This is one and only chance to left the queen at the playing field, because this is one and only chance to win. And this is how actually Evangelia turns as a big winner here, and how we end in this at the 10th place actually at the European Yo Chess Championship 2025 after the round number 6. So this is what actually happened. The leader right now is Vujovic Vera. After Vujovic Vera, we have Eysumont Blanca, then Kairova Evelina, Mackiewicz Varvara, Bosaris and Gul. We have a lot of great young players here who will be probably some future Judith Bulgar. This is two games that I showed you, and very quickly I will take another video of two more interesting positions. As people say, as shorter it is, as more attention we have to watch. So stay there, give me your best feedback. I'll try to give you the most of this. Please drop in comment any kind of question. I'm here to help about everything, and yeah. Thank you so much for having me on this video, and see you soon.